Today I want to present you the electric SUV probably with the longest range that you can get today in 2024 on the market. Is the brand new Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive long range. You hear me well? 2 days ago Tesla just released this amazing extra range Model Y, and in this video I will do the full review, interior, exterior. We will talk about technical data and we will talk about the changes that are on this new Model Y. First of all, if you want to see the test drive, I will have a separate video with the test drive. Also, yesterday I kind of drive the car the whole day. I just make the battery full and I just empty the battery. And the range of this car was 624 kilometers with a full battery. Incredible. What I managed to do yesterday was blowing my mind as well, because I didn't expect that. Usually when you buy an electric car, you expect, for example, to have the estimated VLTP range of, let's say, 500 kilometers, but in reality it's around 400 and even less. And yesterday I just tried to test drive it and to check the range, to test the range, and I make the battery full and I just drive normal. In Switzerland, of course, where in Switzerland the maximum speed is 120, but the average speed is around 100 or around 80 kilometers per hour. And I just drive it, and when I reach 470 kilometers, I was thinking, man, I saw and I calculate in my head, and I think I can reach 600 kilometers. I wasn't think it's possible until I reach these 470, and then I try to drive more economical and then I reach it. But if you want to see that video, because it's really interesting, check it out. It's already on the channel. It's just cool. Anyway, forget about everything. Let's talk about technical data now, and then I will go outside, inside, and we will talk a little bit about the car. So first of all, this is the car that comes between the all-wheel drive long range and standard range, that have only the rear wheel electric motor on the rear. And this one, it is kind of the long range, but long range all-wheel drive, but without the front electric motor, because it comes with the same battery, an MC battery. It's a high density battery that allow the car to have extended range, but it's much lighter than the all-wheel drive version, and I will give you also the numbers in a second. Otherwise, kind of the same electric motor on the rear, kind of the same battery, same interior, same exterior, with a few small changes to the mechanical part, if I can say like that, and to the weight of the car, but otherwise it's basically the same car. Let's go to the technical data. So first of all, very important to point out, guys, is the fact that this rear-wheel drive long range come with the same premium sound system, HEPA filter, heating pump as standard. So all the good stuff, like you have it on all-wheel drive, you have it also here. So that's really important to point out. Plus you have the charging speed 250 kilowatt, where on the standard range it's only 170 kilowatts. So this is also important to point out. The car comes with special tires to improve the range, and I will show you when we go outside. Also, the estimated range VLTP is 600 kilometers. And yeah, check out the other range test to see how that's going on with the range. So 600 kilometers, where on the all-wheel drive long range it is 565 kilometers. So official on the paper are just around 35 kilometer difference between them, but if you compare it with my standard range, it is 155 kilometers difference between those two. So it's kind of a big difference between standard range and this one. So if you really need extended range, I definitely recommend you to get this one. And I was surprised because I drive it yesterday and also today, and I put it in standard mode today, and I drive it a little bit more aggressively, and I noticed that it's really feel the difference between this one and standard range. It's much more faster, it's much more quick in different situations, plus it's a little bit more heavier. It feels heavier, the steering wheel, it feels the car heavier, and that allow it to have a better handlings in curves and also better stability at high speed. And I like it much more. I like much more than standard range this driving feeling. It's kind of the same as all-wheel drive system, just with less power, but the power between standard range and this one it's much better. You really definitely feel how the car it's a little bit quicker. So in terms of numbers, 0 to 100 can do in just 6 seconds, where the standard range in 6.9 seconds. It's 0.9 seconds faster, this one. And in difference with the all-wheel drive long range, it's 1 second. The other one, the all-wheel drive, can do it in 5 seconds. Performance doesn't matter, we don't talk about that. Now, very important, the consumption. Estimated consumption on this car, I beat this yesterday anyway, it is 14.9 kilowatt hour. This is the consumption, where on the standard range it's 15.7, 14.9 here, and 16.9 kilowatt hour on the all-wheel drive version. In terms of weight, because this is really important, I think here it makes the difference. The weight of the car, it's 1959 kilograms, and on the all-wheel drive version 1979 kilograms. There are 20 kilograms less than the all-wheel drive system, probably because it's not anymore the electric motor right there. And then in difference with a standard range that have 1909 kilograms, it's a big difference there. And also I noticed that on my car, on my standard range, I noticed that it's pretty light. I mean, it feels much lighter than those ones. Now, when it comes to space, you probably already know that it's kind of the same space. 2158 liter total space, 117 liters in the front, and in the trunk you have 854 liters. Incredible. The charging speed in AC, it's 11 kilowatt, 250 kilowatt in DC. You can pull a trailer of up to 1600 kilograms, 4 years warranty, or 80,000 kilometers for the body and interior, let's say. And for the battery and the motors, you have 8 years or 192,000 kilometers. Size is the same. The ground clearance on the car, it's 17.2 centimeters. Those are the most important technical data. The price, it might be different from country to country, but it's around 3,000–4,000 difference more affordable than the all-wheel drive version. So it stays somewhere between those two versions. It comes also with acoustic glassing, double glassing everywhere. The sound insulation is very good, and otherwise it's kind of this hardware 4.0, the latest is hardware. I think those are the most important technical data. We will go outside to talk a little bit about the car, show you around, and also a little bit of multimedia, and then in the end we will take the conclusion. So yeah, let's do it, guys. Now let's talk a little bit about the exterior design. Even though it looks relatively identical, it's identical with the other versions. And also something very important is the fact that here on the back you don't have any badge, anything. So you don't make, if you look from exterior, you don't know if it's long range rear wheel drive or it is the standard range. You don't know that because you don't have any sign. It was nice to add a little bit of badge or something like that, so you know this is the extra extended range version. Other than that, it looks the same. It looks nice. It has a nice design, aerodynamic design, and I really like it how it looks in a white color. Nothing to say here. I don't want to lose too much time talking about the exterior design because you already know the car for a few years now, so it makes no sense to talk about the exterior design, where if you see it on the street you don't even know that it is a new version. Very important to notice is the fact that the car is built in Germany. So if you see here on VIN number XP in the beginning, that means the car is built in Germany. So that's really important, where the standard range with LFP battery is built in China. So that's really important. Another thing that I check, because I saw some people comment on my video regarding the Tesla that they pick up, that they have some problem gaps and stuff like that. I already checked the panel gaps, and we will go together right now, and I want to show you that on this car that I have with me, all the panels are aligned very well. I didn't find any flaw, I didn't find anything. I look everywhere to find something, but I didn't find nothing. So every panel, every gap seems to be well aligned, so really nothing to complain from this point of view. The tires are special, summer tires, special for electric cars, and they have a collaboration with Hankook. This is the Hankook Ventus S1 Evo Free EV T2, you can see right here. And other than that, with the plastic caps, Gemini rims, those are the best one if it comes to range and extended range. So you should use this if you really need the range. They don't look as good as the ones from Performance, but they are quite useful. And overall, the car is nice. I don't know, I have it the same. If I put my car here close to this one, you don't know the difference. You won't notice the difference. Other than that, going pretty fast around the car, the same lights, same trunk space, nothing changed here. So it's a huge trunk. You have also this protection, magnetic protection, that's super useful. You can take it out so fast. You can adjust also the seats there. You have also super extra storage down here. You can see also this is a triangle, good quality almost everywhere. Here on the left, right side, huge space here, huge space here. You can also fold down the seats from those buttons, so all you have to do is just press this button and the seats are folding. And you can see how easy I can adjust this trunk protection, and once you fold it down, you have a completely flat floor. Probably you saw already my videos where I sleep in the car, and it's crazy spacious. I brought this Model Y especially for the space, so if you have a family, that will be insanely useful. And also you can adjust those seats. You can put it even more on the back, so you have like 7 centimeter difference there. Other than that, the same quality on the doors, same quality inside. On the seats, Isofix to Isofix. You have the armrest here in the middle. Also behind the front seats, the same plastic, the same leatherette here in the middle. Huge space on the legs. 2 USB ports here. You can charge also the laptop because they are super powerful. And other than that, look how much space I have here. It's crazy insane in terms of space. Huge space. Stretch my hand, man, it's crazy spacious. I mean, you can sit here without any problem, and every people that sit in my car was really happy. In the front, the same dashboard, same design, nothing changed there. Everything is the same. As I said before, the car come with acoustic glass, so you can see even on the back it's kind of a double glass. And also in the front, the same story. The door sounds great. Also in the front, double glassing, good quality. And also the doors are heavier. They feel good quality, good build. One thing that I noticed, I'm not sure if that's also on all-wheel drive, but the difference between my and my Model Y and this one, this wood here seems to be a little bit darker. I'm not sure if it's because it's built in Germany and my car built in China or not, but it's a little bit darker. Otherwise, everything else seems to be the same. Also, look at this in the front. Anyway, electric adjustable seats, going inside, good visibility. Everything else, it's the same. The armrest, the space, the adjustments, the screen, the space here, huge space almost everywhere. Also, you have the same screen, same multimedia. The hardware is the 4.0 is the latest is hardware. What I notice here, and I'm not sure if it's a software update, but I don't have on my car, is down here this Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Usually the software is the last one, but here on this car you have also this Wi-Fi, where you have also the connectivity and you have the Bluetooth. Not sure why, but yeah, it is what it is. And if we look at the release note on the version, this is the last version, 8.9. Yeah, I think because this one, I don't have this update, probably I should make it as well when I arrive home. So anyway, other than that, everything else seems to be the same. You can see right here, Model Y long range. It says right here, so without all-wheel drive, so you know, in this way you know this is the long range version. And it's another thing that if we look like additional information, you can see AMD Ryzen, you see heating pump, full self-driving computer, premium audio system, lithium, you can see low voltage battery type, lithium battery. Usually here if it has the LFP, it would say here LFP, and the motor type rear permanent magnets. It's a good motor. And other than that, I want to show you one more thing. If you go to battery, where is the charging? Here you can see another thing how you differentiate the cars is the fact that here it shows you daily or trip. You see that? So it recommends you to charge daily up to 80%, and if you make long trips, go to 100%. So that's really the difference between them. But other than that, everything else seems to be the same. The driving modes, autopilot, all the settings are the same, so nothing different here. You can see also the battery 80%. It still says at 80% 409 kilometers, and if you charge it 100% it will say around 508 kilometers. But even though I manage to do much better, and if you see like consumption on my last 60 kilometers, it's around 159. But if you look since charge, if you look trip A that I did yesterday, 121 watt hour per kilometer, and if you go to the completely trip from the car current drive since charging, you can see right here. So this is the consumption. I think I cover almost everything, guys. I don't know if it make any sense to make a full review and show you every single piece of the car, because I already did that with Model Y a few times, but everything else is basically the same. So I hope the video was useful. I hope you get some useful information from here. If you still have questions, ask me down below. Check out the test drive videos and the range test videos, because they are much more interesting and much more fun. Thank you very much to all of you that are watching my videos. I really appreciate that. If you find it useful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you want to buy a Tesla, doesn't matter which model, I will leave my referral link in the description, also on the screen. You can use mine. Also, if you need help, ask me. Thank you very much to all of you guys. I see you soon in the next video. Stay safe, and yeah, bye guys.